Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Amazon and Netflix on the daily, weekly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to like the video, guys. So let's see, Amazon daily chart, 989 down, a little bit just chopping around after hours. You got about 5 minutes left to the after hours close. 5.7 million shares traded, 0.52% red on the day. So we held this 1850 area, guys. You know, we didn't hit it today, but we're holding it. The key one is 1845.63, or this little pivot here. If that starts to go, and if this one here around 825 and the 814, basically the moving averages, this lower pivot here, 200 MA, this starts going, we're going right back to double bottom here. All right, this little bullish base led to higher prices. Now we're starting to break out. We're still looking all right. It's not like the end of the world up here, but still gotta watch what's going on here. I'm gonna take a trend line from this high. You know, man, look at that. So we're like right there. I'm gonna take it to that first pivot. So then we gapped it up, and then it came right back in just like Apple, just like the rest of them, guys. So we have a lot of overhead resistance here. This is where it's stalling out. So let's see what it gives us next week. Some nice little tails here, guys, and they got it back above that 1887 area. Big one is 1900, above the 220 MA, and then fill the gap and then keep this thing going, guys. Then you got to get above this big trend line, double top, and then maybe the show continues. We'll see. Looking a little bit weak. Pretty good volume coming in. It's really doing what the SPY's doing right now. A lot of these trades, Amazon, Apple, Cat, 3M, all these guys are trading with the SPY, the IWM, the Qs. It's all a market trade. All right. SPY goes hammered down, guys. This is going down. SPY keeps grinding. This will grind higher. Unless they get news or something, or next earnings call, stuff like that. That could change it, but that's how it's been working, guys. Let's go to the weekly. And you're still above the 20 or the 50 and the 200 too. And you're above all the MAs here. But look at that. Retrace almost to the highs. A lot of people, a lot of short sellers are waiting up here, guys. 2100. Do we make it? A lot of times they'll stall it out, bring it back down, chop it around, and start the momentum to the downside. We have the 50 over the 20. So it's a little bit weaker, even though it's above those. But when you get that, that's a change of direction, or a change of trend. It's still intact, guys. But we have not kissed this 200 MA in a long time. That will be my target. Eventually, this will be down into this. It will keep curling up. But man, wouldn't that be epic right in this area around 1200? Then I'll be, I don't know. Yeah, that'll be interesting. It needs to hold this. But Google or Amazon up here, we just did Google. So check that video out, guys. But this Amazon up here, right now holding this area pretty good. Let's see what we get next Monday, and then of course the Friday close. A little bit stretched up here from the 20, so we'll see if this thing does come in. All right, it's going to be a market trade, so be careful. Keep an eye on the SPY. NFLX. Let's go to the daily chart. We are $1.71 down, a little bit up after hours. 5.6 million shares traded, and 0.47% red on the day. And this one's been consolidating, guys. It's not bad. Little choppy, sloppy, but holding this pivot high, and then holding these pivot lows down here around the 342. So let's stick those in there. So this is your channel that we've been in. Okay, just bouncing around, basically killing calls, killing puts, either way. Okay, now we come back in. It's a little bit of a weaker stance because we're below the 50 and the 20 MA here. All right, still above the 200, so it's still slightly strong. Bulls. Got to get above these areas. Got to get above this, fill this gap at 371-ish area, and keep the motor running, guys. And then go back to double top. Maybe hit it, chop around for a day or two, and then boom, explode. All right. Bulls, though, you got to get above that 3. I'm going to go with 375. Get this little candle here, 380. And then maybe, if we just kind of chop, then it's looking a little bit weaker. All right. We have a little bit of tails here telling you that, hey, there's someone down here protecting this thing. We did hit the 750 from this retrace to that retrace too. This is a fib. Short term, complete, from that high to that low, guys. That's the 750. So that's pretty good support as well. So we'll see what next week gives us. It's not giving us much because we're right into about the 50% area from this high to this low. So now we have a 50-50 chance, guys, popping up or popping down. But realistically, I'd say more of a 60-40. You're below the MAs, a little bit weak. 60% to the downside, 40% to the upside. If we get above these MAs, get above the gap fill, then it goes to a 60 to the upside, 40 to the downside. And if we get above that, 380, start hitting this, we confirm, then we're getting, 90% that this thing's going to. What level would it go to? Gap fill, around 400. Wow, look at that. So maybe 400. You got a nice little, this little trend line deal too. So that's, if we get above that too, then maybe starts breaking upwards. We will see. Huh. That's interesting. So let's keep an eye on this one too. Netflix Daily had pretty good volume today. Well, yeah, it was okay. Markets overall had okay volume, nothing special. SPY had 112 million, but I think a lot of it came in after hours in some big blocks. Let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly, still above the MAs here. Still strong stance, but for a bull, I can see the bullish wedge. I have some people asking me that, but I'd rather have it go up and then have the bullish wedge like come down, like kind of drift, and then hit an area, and then boom, like gap fill here. Hit that area, pierce through, shake everybody out, because most people don't know what a gap fill is. Shake them all out, and then boom, off to the races. You even have a gap fill a little bit lower too. And ultimately, though, Netflix 199 or wherever the 200 MA is, just like the Amazon, just like the rest of them, guys. Eventually, it will get there. Just a matter of time. Just like Apple, when everyone was laughing. Apple, here, I'll show you. When Apple was around 200, I was telling everybody 200 MA. Eventually, that's going to hit price, and when it does, we'll get a huge, huge bounce. Look at Apple, guys. Brrr. You remember Apple, the tech wreck? Oh my gosh, the end of the world. Up here, they're telling everyone to buy again. And look, we're actually turning around, coming back possibly. But that's another video. Go check it out, guys. I just posted that one tonight, too. I'm a video madman. But yeah, holding the MAs, though, pretty good. This little reversal on the weekly, a little bit ugly, because you get the little stair step and then boom, down. If we start taking out this area here, 343.34, and get below the MAs, I think we're filling this gap, filling that gap, and we're going to be right down here to 200, guys. I mean, not like 2 days. It's going to take some bleeding in the market to bleed, but my gosh. This thing's saying, hey, you up there, come on, I need to kiss you. And once you do, I'll send you on your way again. And even NVIDIA, guys, look at this one, same thing just like Apple. When it was up there at 300, I was like, man, you got to take some profits. 200 MA, that's your price target when this thing comes in. Look at that, just missed it. I still think, I've been telling it, well, earnings next week on NVIDIA, so thing comes in, pops, this is going to make or break. Right now, down, up, a little retrace. They're going to stall it right here in the earnings probably. This is the big area. This is the 173-ish. Yeah, we had this area since back in here when it retraced, came up, came back in, got above it. Now we're back below it, and it's kind of just chopping. But remember, up, or from a high pivot, down sideways, that's slightly bearish. A little bit okay stance above the 20 and the 200, but not that shabby. But Netflix, guys, weekly chart, it's okay until we crack this area. Bulls, you got to get above 385. I'd even say 400. 385 is your first 380. I'm going to go with 387. Then your next task will be 400. We get above that, then we're going to double top. And that's if the markets are going. Markets are dumping, this is going. Markets are just grinding, then this could go either way. If market gets conviction and just starts moving higher, then this will move higher. We get a choppy light volume market. Whichever way an institution can need this to make the most money and pay out the least amount of money in option premium. That's how it works, guys. All right, so that's a couple. Throw NVIDIA in there. Let's see what the markets give us. Still a lot of China trade crap going on out there. Brexit's kind of creeping its ugly head out. I don't even know what else is out there. Probably Fed meeting maybe next week, I think. Usually middle, right? Third week in February, I think. Well, it's Options X. Oh, that's the other thing, guys. Options X, the real shark week. So be real careful with anything in this week. We're mostly short. We're shares. We do have some puts going into next week, but small positions. We've been doing that every week pretty much. Take a couple small positions, see where they stand. The last ones we did just rock and rolled. So. All right, guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe down here. And if you want to, if you like these videos and want to find out more, it's $30 a month, guys. We've been killing it. Today alone, we made enough to do the whole year. A couple options. Here, I'll even show you. You guys who stuck around, a couple of you guys do. SPY, 10-minute. We had puts here. We took them off. We held a couple on the SPY. It started going up. We added a couple here, a couple here, a couple there. So if you have 50 contracts, this thing goes down, you take all of them off of maybe 5 of them. Maybe even go 3 of them. So this thing's going up, guys. You add 3 here, you add 3 here, maybe 3 at double top, and you say, all right. And then they were just, actually, we didn't do it double top. We left it alone here. Once we got the pullback here, they were coming alive, and then they got us. But we already pulled most of the profits here. We added, not anything crazy. Whatever we took off, 45. I'm just doing that for reference. Go back with 3 and 3. Then have it at maybe nine contracts. Then don't go back to 50. All right, then you're asking for it. Or if this comes down, goes to 0 like a hero, is not that big of a deal. But then at the end of the day, yeah, those depleted. But we already took most of the profits down here. Added a little bit. We should have just left it alone. Never saw this coming, guys. And honestly, we shorted puts here. This was great. Worked out wonderful. My gosh, this was just an epic trade with short puts. But straight up, hits this double top here, comes back in and shoots up. So that's a little SPY. But this trade here, guys, we were going up. I tell my members, well, we're in a live session on YouTube, so hey, don't forget to subscribe. And we threw out the 30 cents. I don't know how low they went. They might have went 25, maybe. I think they even went 20 cents because it started pushing. We hit it at the 200, then the even number of 288. This was pretty good. Went up a little bit further to the 750. That was our next protection. Next protection after that would be 289.23. I mean, these expire today, so it's a complete roll the dice. Let's go. Great resistance after a huge move up. So we had a pretty good odds that this thing was going to give us a little bit of something. Never thought I'd see this, guys. We got in at 30. We were upside down a little bit on this one. They were trying. I think they had right around 21.20. And it was like, oh, here they go. And then boom, guys. And you can watch it on the video. My live session today. Watch the SPY, towards the end of the video, towards the end of the day, and just play it. It's funny. And we're like, yeah, all right, because I'm trying to type and tell my members, all right, I'm taking this trade, which at that point I should just leave it alone. And then it starts pulling back, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, hold on. Wait, they're at 54, 57, or something at 50. I don't even know what. And I'm like, all right, I'm out, 54, or whatever. And then it's like, all right, make sure everyone's out. All right, 60. 67. And it was like, oh, I'm out. That's it. We're done. I'm like, get out. And then they went to 90, guys. And then right here, 90 cents in 10 minutes, they went to like 5 cents. Oh, so we could have even shorted puts at the end of the day and got paid. But if I was about 10 years younger, when I was in my late 30s, oh my gosh, I would have been like, boom, short, boom, long, boom, short. But we were puts. And then we would have shorted puts there. So, all right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little bit of analysis right at the end there where we hit that was great. It's just like this day, guys. These were 6 cents or $6. These went to, I think, 60 cents or something like that. But 6 cents to 60 cents. These were 30 that went to 90, but 6 cents. Wow. I was just like, whoa. So when this thing was just cranking, and usually right here, gap fill, they're putting the gas down. 200, they're squeezing everybody. And they even gave us the one more. And it's like, and damn well, I teach my members small positions in these. The guys who are all in, they're just like puking right up here. They're like, oh my God. They're shorting here. They're like, oh yeah, come on. Then they're adding more here. And then they do this to them for 70 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever it is. Oh man. All right, guys. Sorry I'm making this long, but some good stuff today. Check out the live. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video too. And what else? And sign up, guys. $30. You get stuff like this. We're going live. Hopefully we'll get to those weekly, maybe once a week at night, just to get some members who can't show up during the day and just go over stuff like we're doing in these weekend videos, guys. All right. Thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.